when doing subtraction, it's very important that we make sure that we always subtract the larger number from the smaller number. And if the general problem has that switch around, I'll show you guys a technique for getting around that. But basically, when we're subtracting, it's just like addition. We're subtracting vertically, and we're starting all the way to the right. The problem is, in this case, though, I cannot subtract a 4 from the 3, technically, right? So therefore, what I have to do is go ahead and borrow. So when I go ahead and borrow here, I can't borrow anything because the 7, I cannot subtract the 8 from the 7. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to borrow from the 8, which is going to turn that to a 7. When I do that, I transfer over the 10 to make that 17. I have to borrow from there, so I'm going to make that 16, which will make that 13. OK? Borrow from one to the set. When you can't subtract a number, when the number is larger on the bottom than the top, then you got to move to the next number. Well, I can't borrow from the 7 because the 8 is larger than the 7. So I have to go to the 8. So to borrow from the 8, I'm going to borrow my digit. So that's going to make that 7. And then I make that a 17. Well, remember, I still got to borrow from the 17 to make that going from the 13. So then I keep on, go ahead and borrowing, going across. All you're simply doing when you're borrowing, you're just adding your 10. You're adding to your 10's digit. Then I can simply subtract. 13 minus 4 is going to be 9. 16 minus 8 is 8. And 7 minus 1 is 6. So therefore, I have 689 is the difference. OK?